All right, good morning. Well, I had a completely different idea on what I was going to do today. But I decided to not go out there. I scouted yesterday a little bit. It doesn't look like the wildflowers are going to be what I want them to be. It's going to a woodland. And so I decided with the temperatures and everything and how warm the lake has been, but how cold it is this morning, it's in the 30s, that I was hoping that on top of the lake there was going to be some fog, or at least some mist or some haze coming off the top of the water. So I'm out here for sunrise at this lake. There's a lot of wildlife out here. I'll show you what I got on the back of the camera. I'm kind of just messing around on here. But I got these. Got this swan up here in the top right, and I'm kind of following. And no matter what they do, I'm right in on top of it. So I'm all the way out at 400 millimeters right now. I got them kind of in the top third. And then every once in a while, you get these Canadian geese that come across. But I got sunrise coming up right now. Sun's gonna come up above the trees. I got a time lapse going on this other side of the sunrise with all the wildlife. And you can see on the back of here, you can see all that haze over the top of the water, which is really making for, making for a pretty nice photo. Still not a lot of foliage on the trees. There's not a lot of leaves on there or nothing yet. So for the most part, I just want to come out here, get the camera out and see what I can get a little bit more wildlife. A lot of times, I shoot wildlife quite a bit. I haven't put any videos on it yet. I'm not that great at it. I'm no kind of professional. I don't even have great equipment. I do have a 100 to 400 that mostly I got with my first camera that I wanted to shoot wildlife with. I used to shoot a bunch of deer and different water birds, blue herons, egrets. So I figured today would be a good day. The mist coming over the water, sun rising, very calm. I come out here and try and capture sunrise and maybe some wildlife. So I'm gonna mess around, maybe get a couple different compositions, see what I can come up with. I'll be back with you in a few. All right, so the sun's come up above the trees now. And what I did, I'll show you on the back of the camera. Actually turn the camera towards the sun, so everything in here, all this mist and everything is all illuminated. I'm waiting. I got a couple shots, but I'm waiting for any kind of wildlife to come through this area, so it's really backlit, and everything around it with the mist and everything will make it glow. All it is now is kind of a waiting game for the most part, and time lapse just ended. I'm gonna check that out and see how it's looking. Hopefully we get a couple of nice, geese or the swan coming across, and it would be perfect. I'm gonna wait for some birds to come across, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put on the other camera right now for a little bit of behind the scenes B-roll and let you kind of see what's going on. The more I'm talking to this thing, the harder it is for me to pay attention to what's going on out there. So hopefully I get a couple of nice shots, and whatever I do get, I'll put it up. Let me know what you think. So I actually came to another lake. Oh, what I'm doing out here, I got this boat dock, or this like diving pier that's coming out, like a fishing pier, and I'm focusing in on that. It's actually, I'll show you real quick. So I don't know if you can see it on there, but there's a little bit of a dock right there, and you see the sun coming up. So the sun's still at the top of the trees. You got this dock coming out, this like little fishing pier, kind of goes off into a peninsula. So I'll show you what I'm looking at the back of the camera. So you can kind of see, there's the dock. There's the dock right there. And then I got these branches coming off, which you can't really see too well in this photo. Once I get it in post, I can kind of enhance it a little bit. But that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I'm gonna move around this edge of the lake, try to incorporate some more of these trees. I got all these branches coming down, multiple different trees coming out. So we'll look for another composition on this side, try to incorporate some of these trees in there and see what happens. I like the reflections in the water, all those reflections. That looks like something that I could work with right there, kind of frame it with everything. So this side I'm gonna move around a little bit and see what I can come up with. And I get another composition, I'll bring it back behind the camera. Let's see what I got. All right, so I got one more shot over here. I'm gonna move around a little bit. There's another shot that I'm gonna take over on this other side, just kind of looking and see what's going on. So it's actually the shot I showed you just a second ago. So that's what it looks like on the back of the camera. It's kind of dark right now to see. See if I can brighten it up a little bit so you can see that dock right there. You can see these reflections of these trees coming in, kind of framing it. And then the peninsula kind of moves you in through the light. So with that coming in on the side, the sun at the top, and all these kind of bordering it, it kind of gives you a little bit of sense of a framing. So I'm gonna move around to this other spot. Well, I still got a little bit of fog on the lake, and I'll be back with you in 1 second. I guess one of the nice parts about having a really tall tripod, which is taller than me, I got this composition here. I'm going to clean up the display so you can kind of see. So I'm working with this composition here. I got this seat right here, this bench, kind of looking out. I got this log right here, creating a natural frame, and the sun's coming through with all this foliage up here. They got a little bit of green, a little bit of brown, and then it's lighting up the side of the tree. So make for a nice photo. I can actually do something with that in post to kind of enhance it a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna pick out little details with this 100 to 400, and it'll make for getting in and getting some of the detail shots. I can hear woodpeckers all over the place, but I can't see them anywhere. I've looked through the camera, I've looked all over the place. There's all kinds of different birds out here, wildlife. So I'm gonna keep trying to pick out little details, keep trying to find little spots that I can kind of work on the composition a little bit and get in a little bit on some of the intimate shots. And we'll see what happens. I come across something else that's really good, I'll bring you back. right now I'll put that picture up and maybe a couple others from this spot. And I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so I got this other one lined up. I got these trees across. The sun's really shining through now. It's really lighting up all that foliage. So what I got, I'll flip the camera around. All these trees on the other side, you probably can't see it too well on this camera, but that sun's shining through all the leaves. Everything is starting to light up. So what I'm trying to do is, I got the 100 to 400 and I'm capping it right at that ridge line. That's the top of the framing. I don't want to get too high in the sky because there's too much, it's too bright in the background and it's creating a lot of dynamic range problems. So capping it right there or right close to that ridge line right there, right here, will eliminate me getting the sky in my photo, but I still have all the illumination of the foliage behind it. I'll show you this shot. I've taken quite a few, but I'll show you this one. And so that's what I got on the back of the camera. You can see I capped it right there at the ridge line. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees in there, kind of in a row, but all that sun is illuminating all those pieces of foliage in there. So all those leaves, everything brightening up like that, kind of adds a little depth to it, the way the trees are lined, and then the hill in the background creates a little depth to the photo. So I'm kind of happy with the results. I'm glad I moved over and came to this lake. First lake was good for sunset, or sunrise, I'm sorry. And then the all the wildlife, everything like that, that was really cool to get. I think I got a couple good shots over there. You have already seen them, so you'll be able to let me know. But over here, I'm kind of, I'm really happy with the woodland shots that I'm getting. And it's been a pretty good morning, although it's kind of been a little chaotic because I changed plans first thing in the morning. So as I said, you never want to do that. You always stick to your game plan. But just, I had a gut feeling that it wasn't the spot to go to. So I'll take a few more shots, so we'll move around a little bit. And I'm gonna put these up. I'll put all the photos up that I got. And if you have a favorite, let me know. Let me know what you think about the photos that I did get. And hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed the video a little bit. I know it was a little sporadic, a little kind of, it was kind of all over the place, and I apologize for that. That goes with me having no game plan and little chaos. So, but let me know what you think about the photos at the end. I'll put all the photos that I get, all the extra photos, everything at the end. So don't stop watching now. Wait till the finish. That way you can see all the photos. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I appreciate you coming along. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. All right, how about a bonus shot? Oh, it's actually going to leave out of here. And I've seen one more shot that I want to take. I kind of took this before on different times being out here, but this one I got a different angle at it. I'm kind of shooting over a dock and keeping separation between that and the peninsula and trying to eliminate all the distractions over to the right. I'm low enough over the water to keep there's a lot of empty mid-ground. It's just water between the dock and the diving pier, the fishing pier. So I'll flip you around, I'll show you what I got on camera. Instead of showing you what I got on the back of the camera, I'll just kind of walk you through it. I got the dock right here, and then the sun's still high in the sky and it's reflecting pretty good off the water, so I'm trying to eliminate that. I kind of came into just under 50 millimeter to eliminate the reflection coming off the water. And I got low enough to where I got this separation between the dock and this peninsula, so all this isn't just, you know, empty space. So the composition kind of looks more like kind of more like that, but without, I have all this eliminated. It kind of cuts off right here. So from there to about there is the composition. I wish I could show you on the back of the camera, but it's too bright out here. So I figured I'd give you one bonus shot at the end. If you stuck around, you can get to see it. So like I said, appreciate you coming along. Sorry for all the it's so sporadic. I'm sorry for all the chaos, but I really, no plan. The plans I did have got changed. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Leave any comments if you have any questions, or if you whatever you think about the pictures. I appreciate it. Thank you.